What is a variable? Presented by the Del Mar Computer Science Club. So a variable is a space of memory that's typically stored in the RAM, and just like algebra, it holds some type of value. This type of value varies between different types, numbers, decimal places, letters, characters, words, a condition such as true or false. A variable can hold all different types of information depending on what type of variable it is. So with many different programming languages, each one has different rules that you have to abide by when creating a variable. The most common rules are no spaces within the variable name and no special characters. These are some of the basic type of variables. There are, of course, more variables that we can go into, but this is the most basic types. There is the integer type, it's double, string, character, Boolean, and pointer. The integer. It holds whole numbers up to a specific size. So a variable can only hold a certain amount of information. It cannot be an infinite number. It goes up to a certain size. So you just have to look it up for what variable you're using, and you can only store a number up to that specific size. And mathematical operations can be used on this type, so you can add, subtract, divide, whatever you prefer, and store the result in another variable or into the same variable. The double. This is very similar to the integer. It can hold whole numbers, but it can also hold a decimal number. The integer cannot hold a decimal number. And the double, just like the integer, can only hold up to a certain size or to a certain specification. So you can't go infinite decimal places. You can only go to a certain place. And you can do mathematical operations on the double as well. So you can add, subtract, do whatever you want to the double, and math will still be able to be performed on this variable. The string. The string is your word variable. This is what you'll put sentences in. You can put words, you can put even characters in it. It can hold numbers, but it cannot be performed in mathematical operations. A use that you would use numbers in a string would be for constant numbers that you will never want to change. So like a phone number, area code, social security, any important information that you do not want to provide, that you do not want to do math on. So you cannot perform mathematical operations on the string variable. The character. This is much like the string variable, except it can only hold one single character, one letter. And like the string variable, you cannot perform mathematical operations on this variable. The character is mainly used most often for like switch statements that has several conditions, and once a condition's met, you can put that single character there, and that will be used in future use. The Boolean. This is the flag variable. This can only hold true or false. This is another very conditioned variable. You can have a function test something, and it can return true or false if that test is turned out to be true or false. And this is a variable type that you store true or false in. It's good for logical conditions. The pointer. So every single variable has a memory space in the RAM. So the pointer stores the memory space of another variable. This is used to be sent to another function and to alter the original value of the original variable that the pointer is quote unquote pointing to. And thanks for watching. This recording was provided by Hunter Carver of the Del Mar Computer Science Club.